Hello friends, welcome to Real Movie Breakdown. Today, we're going to explain one of the most brilliant and shocking films of all time, Parasite, Arlene Ijo. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the story. We begin in a small, cramped, semi-basement apartment in Seoul. Here lives the poor but clever Kim family. Ki-taek, the unemployed father, Chung-suk, the hardworking mother, Ki-woo, the smart but jobless son, Ki-young, the talented daughter with sharp skills. Their life is tough. They fold pizza boxes to earn a little money, steal Wi-Fi from neighbors, and keep their windows shut because drunk men urinate outside their home. Poverty has become their reality. One day, Ki-woo's friend Min-hyuk visits. He's a university student and comes from a better background. Min-hyuk tells Ki-woo about the wealthy Park family, who need an English tutor for their daughter Da-hai. Since Min-hyuk is leaving abroad, he recommends Ki-woo for the job. But there's a problem. Ki-woo doesn't have a university degree. That's when his sister, Ki-young, steps in. She forges a fake university certificate, giving her brother the perfect disguise. Ki-woo dresses smart, calls himself Kevin, and walks into the Grand Park mansion. The mansion is stunning, modern, designed by a famous architect, with big gardens and glass walls. Ki-woo meets Yeon-kyo, the gullible and naive mother of the house. She is quickly impressed by his manners and confidence. Ki-woo easily lands the job. Soon, he plants another idea. Yeon-cheol's younger son, Da-sung, loves painting. Ki-woo suggests an art therapist enter his sister, Ki-young, now disguised as Jessica, using big psychological words and acting confident. She convinces Yeon-kyo she's an expert. Next, they replace the driver. Ki-young cleverly hides her underwear in the car, making it look like the driver was having an affair. Shocked, Yeon-kyo fires him. The Kims recommend Ki-taek, their father, as the new chauffeur. Finally, they target the housekeeper Moon-gwang. Using peach fuzz and lies about tuberculosis, the Kims convince Yeon-kyo to fire her. And just like that, Jong-suk, the Kim mother, becomes the new housekeeper. Now, all four members of the Kim family are working in the Park household, but the Parks have no idea they're related. The Kims celebrate their victory, enjoying luxury food and wine inside the mansion while the Parks are away. For the first time, they feel like they've climbed out of poverty. But this dream won't last long. One evening, the Parks leave for a camping trip. The Kim family has the house to themselves. They laugh, drink, and relax in the beautiful living room, proud of their clever scheme. Suddenly, the doorbell rings. It's Moon-gwang, the former housekeeper. She begs to be let inside, saying she forgot something in the basement. Jung-suk reluctantly allows her in. But instead of leaving quickly, Moon-gwang rushes downstairs. She pushes a shelf aside, revealing a hidden passage. Behind it lies a secret underground bunker. Inside, the Kims find Moon-gwang's husband, Guna said, who has been secretly living there for years. He's hiding from loan sharks, surviving on food stolen from the Park's kitchen. The Kim family is shocked, but Moon-gwang discovers their secret too. She realizes they're all related and records them on her phone, threatening to expose them. A chaotic struggle breaks out. The Kims try to stop her, but just then, the Parks call. They're coming home early because the heavy rain ruined their camping trip. Panic sets in. The Kims shove Moon-gwang and her husband back into the bunker, clean the house frantically, and hide. They even crawl under tables as the Parks sit just inches above them, relaxing in the living room. The tension is unbearable. When the Parks finally sleep, the Kims sneak out and return to their semi-basement home, only to find it flooded with sewage water. Their few possessions are destroyed, and they spend the night in a gym with hundreds of other displaced people. Their dream life is crumbling, but they have no choice but to return to the Park household the next day. The next morning, Yeoncheo decides to host a birthday party for Dasong in the garden. She calls it a casual affair, but the pressure is enormous. The Parks invite wealthy guests, and the Kims must work to make everything perfect. But trouble is brewing in the basement. Moon-gwang has been badly injured during the struggle, and Gonis-ie is furious. As the party begins, Gonis-ie escapes the bunker. His face is bloody, his rage uncontrollable. He storms into the garden, terrifying the guests. In a shocking moment, he stabs Ki-young in front of everyone. Screams fill the air. Guests scatter in panic. Dasong collapses from shock. Meanwhile, Kit-taek rushes to help his wounded daughter, but Mr. Park yells at him to hand over the car keys instead, desperate to rush his son to the hospital. In the chaos, Mr. Park pinches his nose in disgust at Gonis-ie's smell, the same poor man's smell he had quietly complained about before. At that moment, something inside Kit-taek snaps. Years of humiliation, poverty, and hidden anger boil over. Instead of helping, he grabs a knife and stabs Mr. Park to death in front of the horrified crowd. The garden becomes a bloodbath. Kit-taek flees the scene. Ki-young dies from her wounds. Ki-woo is badly injured and left brain damaged. The family that dreamed of rising above poverty is destroyed, ending the Parasite cycle. Police search for Kit-taek, but he has vanished. Eventually, we discover his fate. He is hidden in the underground bunker of the Park mansion. Just like Gonis-ie before him, he survives secretly, sending coded messages through the house lights to his son. Later, Ki-woo, now partially recovered, sees one of these signals. He writes a letter to his father, promising that one day he will study, make money, buy the Park house, and set him free. We see his dream, Ki-woo walking into the mansion, his father finally stepping into the sunlight. But the final shot cuts back to reality. Ki-woo is still sitting in the same semi-basement, staring at the ceiling. The dream is just a fantasy. And this is the heartbreaking message of Parasite. The poor struggle endlessly to climb, but the system keeps them trapped underground. The rich depend on the poor without realizing it, while the poor depend on the rich for survival. It's a story of class divide, greed, and desperation, told through comedy, drama, and horror. That's why Parasite became a global masterpiece, winning the Oscar for Best Picture and leaving audiences shocked around the world. And that was the full story of Parasite 2019 explained. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Tell me in the comments, what was the most shocking moment for you in this movie? Thanks for watching Real Movie Breakdown, and I'll see you in the next video.